Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela again. Hello to all my new subscribers, and if you are already a subscriber, lovely to have you back again. Today I'd like to talk about one of the journals I've made previously. I've been hanging on to this one for a while. It was a journal I did after a course I took with Mrs. Cogs. It was a healing journal course, which I took through Etsy. Lovely course. If you haven't done one of Mrs. Cogs' courses before, I do highly recommend it. She's a great teacher, very thorough. Sounds like she's very patient, but really I learned such a lot through that course. So do recommend it. And this was the result of that course. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this. As you can see, it's in my lovely pastel shades that I seem to always choose. The size of this journal, let's go through that. It's 5¼ inches wide or 13 centimeters. Length is 9 inches or 22, almost 23 inches. And the spine is a 2-inch spine or 5 centimeters. I've put a little bit of lace on the side there. It has a lovely fabric cover, nice canvas cotton with beautiful scenes of fields and wildflowers really. So that's that. I've put a little bit of embroidery on the front here. This is where a pen would go. I've just put that there to show you what that's like. I've just put a bit of layering with a few pieces of lace, this lovely leaf trim which I love, and a couple of buttons which I've sewed on there. So that's it. It's held together with this lovely seam binding and in a lavender shade, and of course a Tim Holtz book plate. So that's what that's about. Just a bit of lace over there which goes right round as well, which I've sewn. Alright, so that's that. Oh, and of course it has 200 pages, front and back. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so we open it up there, check I'm in frame. Okay, so the inside cover, because I know people will ask me, this paper comes from the Lavender Frost kit. Well, actually it's a paper pad done by Prima Marketing, so that's what that looks like. I do love this, and I know a lot of us love this. So that's where that comes from. So I've just put that on the inside covers. This is another fabric pocket that I've made with a little jewel, or a little charm over there with a bulb clip. This has a little note from Mrs. Cog. The book is intended for your own reference material. This is a little notebook that I made. Everything in here is from Mrs. Cog's course and kit, and I've added maybe 1 or 2 things from my own sort of sources, but most of it is sourced from her kit. This image though does come from Tim Holtz's wall flower kit. So this is just bits and pieces that I've put together here with tea dye paper to make your own notes about various herbal remedies. I do use quite a few things. I think we all do it unknowingly, and it was really interesting to see how herbs can benefit us and various things that we use. So that just goes into the inside pocket. Here's first of 4 signatures. I've done a little bit of stenciling, a little bit of tuck spot over there. One of the images from her kit. This section here is meant to make your own notes with various herbs that you like, where you find them, ways to prepare them, and your own notes. So this is the herbs and roots section, with these tabs that come in her kit as well. As I say, all the pages are tea dyed. Another bit of stenciling, some more images. I went and took a bit of muslin and put it onto the paper clips here with the lovely Tracy Fox paper clips, because as you know Mrs. Cog loves that, so do I. Here's another pocket, lots of bits of detail that Mrs. Cog gives you as well, about tea. These are all about teas. They all go in here, the benefits of the various teas. Okay, I myself love red bush tea, which has a lot of positive uses. For number one, it doesn't have any caffeine, so I've used that all my life, and in fact I use that for a lot of my tea dyeing on paper, which gives a lovely sort of reddish tinge to the paper. Some more of those note pages. This is one of the I nearly said Enid Blyton, Edith Holden thistle pages. One of my fabric tags I've put together here with just a little heart charm. More stenciling, paper from my own stash, some more Mrs. Cogs images. She gives you images to do with alchemy, various herbs, flowers, lovely images. You get lots with that kit, it's really amazing. Just a ledger page, more images, page from my own kit. More stenciling, lots of sewing in here, just a little place to tuck a little image. The definition of herbs, just put some little tabs on the end of the middle of the first signature. So there we go. Some stamping, like the stamping. This is from the Beekeeper's Daughter. She gives you quite a few beekeeper images as well. More stamping, lots of places here, as you can see, to make your own notes. A nice little tuck spot, put too many things in, you see. So it's a fold out there with some more beautiful alchemy and beekeeping images that go over there. Me with my muslin topper there. I'll worry about that later. Some stenciling, more herb and root places, a fold out of one of the Edith Holden images. Here's some apothecary, that word, bits and pieces. Just some various notes about repurposing, so recycling, garden planning, places that you can grow things, really handy information. It's a pocket here with just a few bits of sewing and a piece of muslin behind there. Dandelion picture, aren't they beautiful this time of year? Lovely, love that thistle image of that there. She gives you quite a few of these little flashcards as well. These are healing foods now, things like honey and other sort of healing foods you can make your notes on. Another page from my own stash. Lovely images there. Food is so healing, isn't it? We don't realise it, but I mean, before modern medicine, that's the way people used to heal themselves. All the doctors, healers, let's say. Lovely holistic definition. One of Tracy's paper clips there. This lovely image of a mum and her child seeing the healer. Quite a few. Another one of those Edith Holden images. Some more. Here's a little bit about the beekeepers. Pocket, I've put a little note on there calling the bees. Fabric pocket. Here's a little bit about some of the superfoods. Turmeric, lovely superfood. You get turmeric shots these days, I see. The benefits of horseradish, so those go in there. Another little pocket with a couple of bits in there. This is the middle of our second signature. Another 2 little tabs. Another Edith Holden image there. It is a big journal, this. Just another fold out page with a couple of images where you can store some of the things you might have, some literature or some pamphlets on. More stenciling. Another little tuck spot there with a little image. Comfrey. A lovely quote she gives here too. There is no remedy for love but to love more. That is true. I love that image of geraniums. We're on to the third signature now. So this is about natural substances. I've included on the bulb clip a little amethyst charm. Again, another fold out there. Oops. Let's get back to that. Another pocket here. This is all the details about the bee products, so the pollen, beeswax, propolis, which is really good to build immunity, especially in children. I've used that myself. Royal jelly and the benefits of that, and of course honey. So there we have quite a lot of detail there. She does give you a note about anybody suffering from allergies to bee stings or other bee products should not attempt to use any of those, which I didn't actually know. Here's some other ways, another layout, of various other items you might want to make notes of as far as food is concerned, and that you can do on these pages provided. Some nice lined tea stain paper. With the gift of listening comes the gift of healing. Love that. I should tell that to our kids. Just one of my own little digital images. Nice fabric bee over there. Witch hazel. I've used witch hazel a lot as a toner for your face. That with rose water is lovely, lovely natural product. Do any of you use any of these sort of natural ingredients or foods? Baking soda, really handy thing to use. Can use it in so many different ways, can't we? Middle of the signature again, another little tuck spot there. Coconut oil, oh, fabulous product. Lots of uses. That's another page from my own sort of paper stash. Chamomile, lovely chamomile tea. If you've got children that are a bit busy, I used to make chamomile tea and mix it with a natural pressed juice and give it to them as my own version of iced tea. Worked wonders to make the kids sleep well at night in a natural way. Giving you all my family secrets here. Another one of these fold outs. Isn't that pretty? Really pretty. So here we have healers and apothecaries. Beautiful image there. And the one behind, just another apothecary doing his thing. And picture of thyme, the herb that is. Always laugh when you can, it is cheap medicine. Oh, how true is that? Activated charcoal, become more of a product these days, especially with the toothpaste and all sorts of things. You can make your notes there. Here I have another pocket, paper pocket that I've done a bit of stitching on. And the benefits for baking soda for household cleaning and food and personal hygiene and all sorts of uses. Did you know it was a natural deodorant? Didn't know that. Another Mrs. Edith Holden page. little bits about bentonite clay, detoxification, witch hazel. I do love witch hazel. I've made a little pocket of that there. Sarsaparilla and ginseng, some other little pictures that I included in her kit. So there's quite a big kit course that. Ailments, bladderwort and cilantro. Notes and recipes. This is the notes and recipes section. Another little tuck spot here. Licorice root. And another flashcard. Love the bees. I did a bee journal after this, as you know. Another one of those paper clips. That's my own little stamp. Card. Love that butterfly stamp. Oh, missing a page there. Some more printed corners. These corners also come out. It's part of that kit from Mrs. Cog for the course. You can use that. As I said, beautiful images. We're in the middle of the last signature now. So here's a healthy homemade toothpaste recipe. How's that? So if you're wanting to do that, you can give it a try. Let me know how you go. Wood sorrel, lovely picture of that. Another apothecary picture. Lots of journaling space. I've stamped there and tea. That's sort of the colour of red bush tea, really, if I'm honest. Another ledger page that I've tea dyed. Another one of these vintage lace. This is a bit of French lace that I actually got. Some more. I think I got that off Pinterest. Elderberries. Well, we'll soon be able to pick berries here. Another image. There we go. And that's the back page. So I've got a last pocket here made of fabric. I've included a red bush and honey bush tea, which is what I love to drink. So you can see it is delicious. You don't need any sugar. It's sweet enough. It's really lovely. It does originate from South Africa, actually, so if you're wondering. And then also what she gives you, which I think is lovely, as I am a pet owner, is an ailments and remedies little booklet that you can put together with issues, food and various uses of herbal remedies, what they treat, how you prepare them, and your own notes for pets. So I thought that was a lovely idea. So that goes into there. Again, it's the lavender frost paper at the back here, sorry. And then it all folds over to be like a little dossier of your herbal remedies. So there you have it. Love this amethyst, very healing. Okay, so that is my healing journal. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. If you'd like to see more of what I'm doing, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. That would be lovely. And press the little bell so you get all the alerts of what I'm doing next. It won't be, it'll probably be during the next week that I will finish off the journal that I'm currently working on, which is my spring journal, which is, if you're following me on Instagram under AngelaK.50, you'll see my progress on that. So thank you all so much for watching. I value your comments, I value your support and your subscriptions. You've all been absolutely so supportive and fantastic. And like some of my other fellow crafty ladies say, we couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much once again, and I hope to see you all again soon.